with the ongoing saga with Kanye West, we know he's definitely had some, outbursts as of lately. A lot of tweets been going out from Kanye's Twitter account. We reported last time Dave Chappelle went out there to check on him and make sure he was good. But, some developments has happened. Dame Dash had went out there with him to make sure he was good. Dame was even, spotted with him in Walmart in Wyoming, where his ranch is at. 50 Cent now is weighing in on the situation, saying basically that he's on the side of Kim Kardashian and saying that she's being real cool considering the situation. Now, Kanye, he's mad and saying, basically insinuating Kim was cheating on him with Meek Mill because he said that she met with him at a event for criminal justice reform, but then they put out the picture and they were sitting actually across from each other, and the look wasn't cozy or nothing. It looked like business the way they was talking. They had somebody else actually sitting on the other side of them. So, I don't know what he was talking about on that. Now, Meek Mill put out a response and say, basically, Kanye tripping. I ain't do anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And, you don't put out that something, somebody's cheating or your wife is cheating or your husband is cheating unless you got receipts, unless you got concrete evidence. You don't throw it out there. But we understand Kanye. We understand Kanye has been dealing with some issues. Now, it's been reported that Kanye has never got over the death of his mother. We know that his mother had plastic surgery outside the country, and she had complications from this plastic surgery because I was kind of reading the different things she was getting done. I don't know why she went outside of America to do it. I mean, you have board certified plastic surgeons right here in America, and her son was Kanye West. I don't see why she had to go outside the country. Now, his mom ended up dying, and Kanye never got over that. They say he's still grieving. And this thing about grief, you got to deal with your grief, because if you don't deal with your grief, no matter who it is, it's going to literally take you down the path of Kanye. Kanye needs to deal with that issue about his mother. He can't just the rest of his life. I mean, he has to deal with that. And his situation with the Kardashians and all the things he got going on. Listen, I'm not in that marriage. It's a lot of things the Kardashians do that I don't agree with or side with at all. I really don't. I mean, they the most clout chasing people I ever seen in my life, and they get away with so much that black women or family of black women could never get away with. And they will literally take, black culture and things black people are doing, black women in particular, as I stated before, even still black women's designs, Kylie and Chloe, still black women's designs. And then I ain't steal anything. I don't know what y'all talking about. And then the black women pull out the receipts of how they stole their designs. You get what I'm saying? And because the black women don't have the money, for lawyers and all the other things, they can't really fight them, like that. But that's unfortunately capitalist America. You always have that. People with the money look at an idea from someone who don't have it, steal it from them, and then they'll trademark their idea and everything else. Like, how you stole my stuff? You know what I'm saying? But Kanye, and they say Kim, it feels that they possibly at the end of the road. He don't want to see her. He don't want to talk to her. They say she's begging to talk to him. Well, I get it, because you have 4 children. No matter what, even if it is the end of the road, you got 4 kids. So Kanye, you're going to have to talk with her. Now, you ain't got to deal with Kris Jenner. You don't have to deal with her, but you definitely going to have to deal with Kim about your children, because at the end of the day, Kanye, if for some reason you see this video, brother, I know strange things has happened. Kanye, you got to, whatever it is, either work it out with her or y'all do what y'all got to do. But those 4 kids need their father, Kanye. They need their father. And if you said that Kris Jenner is Kris Jong-un, and if you said, and I'm going off you, Kris Jenner is a white supremacist, well, you definitely cannot leave your 4 children in that environment. Because that environment going to spill on your 4 children. So you, for the sake of your children, live for your children. Don't think about yourself. Sometimes as a parent, sometimes as a father, you got to put your stuff aside and think about your children and say, make sure my children are good. It's all things that I want to do and things places I want to go or whatever. But when I have children, even children that are grown and just starting out in life, it is my job as a father to make sure my children are good and sacrifice what I need to sacrifice for them. And you got to do that too, Kanye. Okay, whatever the issue is you got with her, y'all fix that one way or another. Go your separate way if that's what you're going to do. But them kids need a father, Kanye. I would never advocate brothers walking away from their children. period. And listen, especially, I'm going to have to say this, especially if those children are in a different culture with the mom, because they cannot teach your black children, Kanye, anything about black culture other than the little bit they stole. But they state's not black at the end of the day. Okay. You a black man, you know what they're going to deal with. You got to be there to teach, your daughters and your sons. It's just that simple. You got to be there, Kanye. So talk to whoever you need to talk to, get with your brothers, get with whoever you need to get with in therapy wise, but you got to be there as a father. If you're not there as a father, you're being selfish. I got to call it what it is, brother. Sometimes we as parents, we got problems. All of us got problems sometimes. We tired, we aggravated, it's whatever. But when it comes to our kids, we got to put that aside. Even some of your outbursts, brother, you got to think about your kids too, because, sometimes I want to say certain things or do, but, what about my family? What about my children? I don't want to embarrass them later in life, because listen, time is this short and your children will be, especially your oldest little girl, she'll be a teenager like this, brother. And then she'll see all them videos. And now because some of the things that you said, that even though it's the truth, but you said it about, you guys are considering about going the route of Planned Parenthood, basically, with your oldest daughter. Now you got to deal with that, when something she didn't have to know. So Kanye, get it together, brother. That's the only thing I would say, because you got to be a father for those kids. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the situation with Kanye and do you agree with that? Do Kanye need to get himself together for the sake of those kids and protect his babies? Because, it's not about him anymore. It's not even about Kim. It's about those 4 children.